Welcome to the CareerSource Pasco Hernando Professional Career e-course series. Each month we offer a new topic to help you advance your understanding of the current workforce trends in the areas that can help you gain the confidence to successfully interview, set goals, to communicating and giving amazing customer service and much more. In this course, we're discussing the need to think differently, allowing you to get ahead of the workforce competition. We do this by making a strong first impression with an emotional connection with the employer. By creating a strong emotional connection, this allows you to confidently stand out above the rest. Many people fail to make a great first impression, and this often leads to a poor outcome in an interview. Additionally, making a poor emotional connection to coworkers and even customers is a liability to an employer. As a job seeker, you want to make a great first impression. As humans, we are by nature social creatures, and feeling connected to others is an innate need we all desire. Emotional connections come in many forms. Let's stick with the human connection. Connecting to others in the workplace is as vital to your success as any number of years of experience or educational background. These are all great and important. However, if you cannot make a lasting human emotional connection to those you work with or serve, all the time and education in the world cannot help you move forward and have a long, successful career. What are the signs of emotional connection in the workplace? The signs of emotional connection in the workplace include a sense of mutual respect and trust between colleagues, open and honest communication, and a willingness to collaborate and support each other. Also, a shared sense of purpose and mission, with a positive and inclusive work culture. Team members may also express empathy and concern for each other and demonstrate a genuine interest in each other's well being. To strengthen emotional connection with your team, you should practice active listening, demonstrating empathy, providing support and encouragement, as well as recognizing individual contributions and fostering a positive and inclusive work environment. Regular communication feedback, team building activities, and sharing common goals and values can also strengthen emotional connections and build trust and loyalty within a team. What causes a lack of emotional connection? Poor communication, lack of trust, negative attitudes, conflicting goals and values, and an absence of recognition or support can lead to the non existence of emotional connection in the workplace. In addition, a lack of social interaction, feedback, or shared experiences can also contribute to a disconnection or isolation, leading to a decreased motivation and engagement among team members. We discuss communication and conflict in another e-course. Nevertheless, this is another great opportunity to help you. In this online communication style quiz listed above, you can easily discover your own communication style. Communication is one of the most essential components of any interpersonal relationship. It allows us to feel both seen and heard in our lives. If you want to know what your communication style is, take this free quiz and find out. These styles are what allows us to deal with people in certain situations. Are we passive? Are we aggressive? Are we passive aggressive? Or are we assertive? Find out with the quiz listed here. Emotional connections in the interview lead to job offers. This is where your ability to connect in a few minutes or less can make a real difference. Let's look at a few examples in the next couple of slides. Interviews are emotional experiences. They're hard work, draining, and stressful for candidates. Managing that stress is an important element of job search success. But did you know that emotions play another important role in this phase of the hiring process? It's the hiring manager's emotions that you really should be concerned about. Here are a few reasons why those emotional connections you build in an interview could be what lead you to a job offer, to a new career. What really helps someone land a career over a job is the ability to connect with their interviewer on an emotional level. We've been talking about that. The most important thing you should know about being successful in an interview is connection with your interviewer on a personal level. This helps them get to know you both as a candidate and as a person. Building that emotional bridge will help you engage with your interviewer. This helps them see you as a potential teammate and get them thinking about how you can add value and be an asset in the role you're applying for. Every other candidate that interview will have the similar skill sets and maybe even a little bit more than you. However, the ability to make them see you and hear you is what's going to set you apart. Tell your story. Storytelling is a communication style so intrinsically human and engaging that interviewees who use it in their personal narrative are most often rewarded. Stories are powerful because they allow the listener to put themselves in the shoes of the storyteller. It creates a near instantaneous emotional connection and allows the teller to take the audience on a journey of discovery where they can experience the history and achievements of the candidate in a real world scenario. Storytelling helps bring those bullet points on your resume to life and give them meaning in the greater context of the role. You are so funny. You'll be perfect here. That's what we want to hear. Or, oh my gosh, I have something just like that. I was on vacation once with my kids and my family, and all of a sudden, you have a dialogue going on with the interviewer. This takes all the pressure off of the interview because now you are relatable. So, what do you want to do? Number one, find commonality with the interviewer. I'll tell you how to do that in a moment. Avoid negative self talk and focus on what really matters in your stories, your success. Don't be afraid to get a little personal or animated. The best storytellers are the ones who can attract attention and be memorable without being off putting. In other words, don't exaggerate and don't use a lot of I's and I'm so great and this is so awesome. Just be yourself and tell your story. Number four, draw on common human experiences to build a bridge with your interviewer. Hey, how was that vacation? I really want to go there sometime. Why, it was fantastic. You should do it. It's awesome. Or, hey, I really want to get into some volunteering. I saw on the website that you have a baseball league for kids. Is that something I can get involved with here? Why, yes, it is. It's fantastic. In fact, I started it. This is how your storytelling and your animation and your connection to the interviewer lends more to just sitting there and talking about, hey, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What do you do? This is how they begin to see you as a team member, as we spoke about earlier, and as someone who can bring some extra added value to the company. It's incredibly important. However, that being said, beware of biases, both yours and the interviewers. And above all, focus on your strengths and your achievements. Finding that connection. This can be difficult for some people if you've never had to do this before. However, we always suggest that you research the company. Try and find out as much about the company as you possibly can. Look at their website, go to their career section, look at their culture or their mission statement. Find out what they do in their local community. Also, you can go to your local chamber of commerce and say, "Hey, I'm looking about, trying to find a job in this area. Do you know anybody, or what do you know about this company? Can you tell me anything about them?" So you're doing a little bit of research to find out more about this company. So why would you do this? Well, again, you want to interview this company just as they are interviewing you. Are they a good fit for you? Does their story match your values and vice versa? So, finding that connection. The last part of making the personal connection for the interview is finding personal items in the office or on the wall of the company. So, what I mean by this is you walk into the company, you see, like you said a second ago in the last slide, the baseball teams that they sponsor or the volunteering events that they offer. And once you're inside the office of the person that you're being interviewed by, look around. See if there's anything at all in there. Like maybe they've got some personal photos, vacation photos, family photos. If by chance you go into a big room and there is nothing but blank walls, that's okay because you've already researched the company and you know what they're all about based on their website and the things that you have done previous in the community asking about that company. When they ask you, why do you want to work here? You will have the answer because I saw this on your website. I'm very interested in moving into this area. I really like the fact that your company volunteers for this organization. Again, you're creating a dialogue. And in that dialogue is where you start to find your human connection. Everybody can go in and sit and just answer questions. This is my strength, this is my weakness, this is that. That's really kind of boring. It's boring for them and it's boring for you. But when you're talking to someone and just having a nice conversation and making that general connection, you feel calmer. They feel calmer. Your nerves aren't so hard. They're not expecting something to come out of your mouth that maybe they didn't really know what they wanted to hear. You're surprising them with your knowledge of what it is that they're all about. You're finding something to connect with them. This is so important in today's world. Finding that connection. How do we do it? Well, if you're trying to find a whole new career or you're going into a company you don't know much about, you want to research that company. Go to their website, look at what their mission statement is, read about their history, look at what they volunteer, what they do in their local community. If their website doesn't really show a whole lot, you can ask other networking groups. Go to your local chamber of commerce. Find out as much as you can about that company. Or you can go on LinkedIn if you know the name of the person that you have the interview with. Maybe they've got a LinkedIn account. Find out, look at it, read it, study that. All of this information is going to help you when you go into your interview because it's going to help you feel much calmer. Remember those little stressful tidbits we talked about earlier, the managing of your stress and different things? This is how you get rid of that. You kind of get rid of the jitters, if you will, because you're prepared. The last part of the making the personal connection of the interview is finding those personal items in the office or on the wall of the company. These are photos of both family or company outings to photos of local events the company has sponsored that you can comment on. As mentioned earlier, you can use this in your own storytelling and in your star responses in the interview itself. Finally, knowing your communication style from the attached quiz from slide 7 can help you further your ability to connect with the employer, your future coworkers, and your customers. If you need more help, please come in and see us in the resource room in any one of our 3 locations in Newport Richey, Brooksville, and Dade City. We're open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. We're here to help you succeed.